Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bio 168 for the summer of 2026. My name is Dr. Williams, and I'm going to be your instructor this semester. Welcome to the course. I'm so happy to have you in class. As you know, this is a first 5-week summer online course. So just the first few things I'll say is it is a very fast-paced course since we are taking 16 weeks of work and doing it all in 5 weeks. But please know, I am here to help and support you through the whole process. So if you have any questions, you need anything, anything that happens, just reach out to me. I'm here to support, help, and guide you. So just to give you a little insight, this video is just a little bit of a course tour, just to kind of help you get accustomed with where things are located in our course and how we will be finding information throughout the 5 weeks that we are together. So if you take a look at the screen, you'll see that there's this top hand navigation bar. Most of our stuff in this course is located in the content area, and that's what it is currently on. You could see that the whole course divided up into 4 modules plus the final exam module, and an optional honors project if you would like to receive honors credit for this class. That is, of course, optional. But you will see everything is set up by module with very specific due dates. Each module does run a week in length. And like I said, it is a very jam-packed course that we go through a lot of material really quickly. So it is very important to stay on target as best as possible. But if you have any bumps in the road, again, reach out to me. So on this main page, you'll see that there's the link to the syllabus. That will take you to where our syllabus is located in Simple Syllabus. You can access all of that information there. You can also download a copy of this and save it. I highly recommend that because if you are transferring this to another school, sometimes they like to see the syllabus to make sure it equates to whatever class that they're giving you credit for. Always keep those. But you'll also see to start here in this class, the very first thing that you need to do as soon as you come in is basically complete the orientation. And so you'll see there's different tasks to complete. And what I will say is these are pretty quick for the most part. So if you come in, you'll see that you can navigate through each of the tasks. Starting off, you'll see the overview and things that are due during the orientation. The orientation is, because this is a 5-week course, our census date is very fast, which is a state required date to have your attendance verified. So what you will see here is that there are 3 tasks that in the orientation module that are graded. Task number 4 is the course entry quiz. Make sure that is completed by the census date, which is Thursday. So we don't have a whole lot of time. So class started the 26th. We've got to get this one done by the 28th. No worries. It's 4 questions, true or false. Pretty quick to get done. Also, what you'll notice is you won't be able to see anything else in this course until you complete task 4. So it is very important for you to complete task 4 before you can, 1, it helps you maintain the seat in the class, but 2, it allows you to see the rest of the material for the rest of the 5 weeks. And then you also have, of all of these tasks, you will have an introduction discussion, which is task 6, also due on the 28th, and task 10, which is just a course orientation quiz. It is 10 questions, mostly kind of true, false, or select from the following based on your syllabus and this orientation module. Again, these 3 assignments need to be done by the 28th, but what I will say is you can take them as many times as you need. So this will start you off very strong in the class with 3 100 averages if you go in and complete these. So do make sure you have that completed. Now, if you do not complete the course entry quiz by Thursday, you will be removed from the course, and that's college policy and statewide policy, and you cannot be reinstated. So it is very, very important that task 4 in the orientation, the course entry quiz, be completed by the 28th. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. I'm always happy to help. in that process. You saw the external syllabus link before we clicked in here, but you can also see it here in task number 1, which is to read your course syllabus and look at the different objectives that we are covering in the class. And you can see as each thing goes forward, you will see task 2's the course schedule. You can download that course schedule if you would like, but you could also just view this schedule here. I also have it as an announcement. You can also take time to get to know me and also how to contact me in this course. And then, of course, that's where you'll see this entry quiz. So once you complete this quiz, just make sure that you get in there and complete it ASAP, and then you will be able to see the rest of the course. As you see, there are a total of 11 tasks. 3 of them, like I said, are graded. One I'm going to jump to really quick is the task 7, which is the A&P labs. It is very important to note that we do have a Carolina lab kit from Carolina Biological. And these are the instructions on how to order your kit. So you can order it directly from Carolina Biologic at this website. It is $84 on their website plus tax and shipping if it's ordered directly through them. You can also order from our bookstore online. Our bookstore is selling it for $138.50 plus tax and shipping if you get it from the bookstore. Now, what I do want to say is if you get it from the bookstore, this is really important. They will give you a voucher. You'll get a piece of paper in an envelope. So you're not done yet. You will have to take that voucher and then go to this website, which is carolina.com /voucher/redeem. You can just click on that and you can enter the code on the voucher, and that will get you the access that Carolina will ship you that kit to you. So it's really important to know if you go to the bookstore, you've got two steps. You got to pay for it and get the voucher, and then you've got to go to this website here and click on that and enter the code on your voucher so that it can be shipped to you. Most students use the bookstore ordering if you're using financial aid to redeem it. Direct ordering, you will need a credit card, debit or credit card, and it will have you put in your information there. If you are international, you're not on U.S. soil, you will have to do international ordering by calling this number here or distance learning. Email distancelearning@carolina.com. Now, the one thing I do want to say is upon receiving your kit, it is very important that you check it to make sure all things are present and intact. If something's broken, missing, it's open, you need to contact customer support immediately within 24 hours of receipt. Lab manuals are not really necessarily included in the kit. They are in the course. So please do not worry if you don't have a booklet in your kit when it comes. Those are all in the documents that I have for the class within each module, things that you will need. I also have a video of me unboxing it. So if you want to see what's supposed to be in the kit as you unbox yours, you can watch. It's just me recording me unboxing it in my kitchen. So you can see what the different policies are. Also, make sure you're reading through the laboratory safety guidelines and different things like that. This is this link right here is the laboratory safety manual. Like I said, it doesn't come in the kit, but I do have that listed here so you can read anything about any safety that you need. It is a general safety, so it might be talking a little bit about some chemistry stuff too, since we're only doing anatomy, but that's just their general safety manual. If you need any support for your lab kit, you can call this number here, or you can email the distance learning at carolina.com. I do have some how to use the online portal for Carolina and the student frequently asked questions. So if you need any extra information, obviously you can click those. Also, please remember you can ask me. I can help you as much as I possibly can, and I'm always happy to do that. And so that's some of the things that I want you to start off thinking about in the class. This is, like I said, very quick. It is due the 28th, so please get in that orientation and work through that. At the same time, we start module one on day one as well. So we're diving into the modules. So we have 4 modules. You will see those listed here and the general information about what we're covering. You will see the dates for each module are listed next to here to the title. If you click on that, you will see that each module has a list of summary and objectives, your to-do list or tasks to do, all your learning materials. So one, it'll connect you to the reading that we're doing if you click that link. But I also have recorded lecture videos. I have a study guide review questions that are posted that you should be coming in if you would like to answer to help you study. And all the things that we'll be doing in the course. So these are all the things that you need to know as you're preparing for the course. So please make sure you're checking each one of these. You'll see each chapter has its own reading and its own resources. Again, study guide review questions and things like that. And it'll go through. Module 1 does include chapters 1, 3, 4, and 5. So like I said, it is a very fast-paced course. So do make sure you're reading through and working through the materials. The next thing, and I'm going to jump quickly to student view, just so I can show you I guess I have to show you what it looks like on your end. In order to do that, I need to take the course entry quiz really quick so you can actually see the rest of the course with me. Okay, so now we should be able to, all right. So now, as we dive in, Module 1, you'll see you have your summary and objectives. If you go in, you can follow this as it goes through. This is just telling us what we'll be learning. These are the outcomes. And just so you know, this is just the Module 1, 1.1 just means that's the first learning outcome that we're covering. That doesn't mean a section number. It's just basically what we're covering in the course. This is also a helpful study guide as well if you know how to answer all of these questions for each module. That's a very good study guide as well, in addition to the study guides provided. Your dates, of course, for when things are due are not only in your course schedule, but they're also here in the task and to-do list. You will see each week is heavy because we are doing this in 5 weeks. So it is really, really important that you work on these every day of the week. So you will see an announcement posted in the announcements areas where I'll have recommended dates to complete each of these activities. The class starts Tuesday, obviously. So I would say module 1 case study, you probably should get that one done on Wednesday. Get these two labs done on Thursday, homework Friday, lab 3 Saturday, and then the quiz Sunday, which is when everything is due by. So try to break it down so that you're in there working each day. Again, there's the links to the readings and then, of course, the videos and things like that. You will also have a case study each module. You will have a couple of labs within each module. And what you will see, I'm going to show you that there's 2 labs here, or I should say 3 labs listed here. Module 1 lab, it's just basically a series of questions you're going to answer. So it's 10 questions for 10 points. There is, however, in addition, a worksheet, a lab image bank, PowerPoint, and a study guide for that. Those do not need to be submitted. Those are for your study time, what you want to get out of those. While the credit comes from answering the 10 questions here. You do have 5 attempts. Your highest grade counts. So if you come in and you score a 6 out of 10 and you're like, oh man, I could have done better, come and do a second attempt. You go review the stuff you missed, come back in and take it again. Now, what you'll see here is there are 2 links for Module 1 Lab 2 and 2 links for Module 1 Lab 3. It is very important that you work on both of these. So we will be doing dissections at the end in Module 4. And the online portion helps give you that instruction. So if you go in and click, you will see that you would launch a virtual lab. For this, what you need to complete is when you click in here, let me see if it'll let me do it real quick. You're going to come in and do the pre-lab questions. I will go in and grade those once those are completed. Now, then what you have is the second link, which is still, it's the virtual lab worksheet. So here you're doing the pre-lab activity questions. Usually it's multiple choice, true, false. Here, there's a worksheet that goes along with that. So let me view instructions here. So you will see here that there is a histology lab guide for Carolina. It's asking you to draw tissues and things like that. This is what is submitted in this area. So you have this submission area, but you have to use that online platform, this link, to be able to answer these questions. So that's why there are two links. So I don't want that to confuse you. But of course, if you have any questions, please reach out and let me know. Upload your completed file. You can take pictures of it if you want to draw, print them and draw them out. I'm okay if you want to search the internet for images to put into that worksheet. However it works for you and helps best support your learning, I'm supportive of. So just if you've got questions about that, please let me know. And you'll see lab 3 is the same. You've got the virtual part, which you would need to work through, and this worksheet submission area where you use this virtual part, but you'll submit it here. You always also have a homework and a quiz for each module. So you will see each module's laid out the same, or roughly the same. And let me go back up and reduce that. And you'll see same with module 2. You'll have the same flow all the way through module 4. The one difference we have here is in the last, it is the final exam module, and you have two parts to your final exam. Part 1 is this what's got this long name. I can't change the name because this is something we do as an entire biology department, science department. Everybody has the same assessment to complete for part 1 called Bio 168 New GEC Comprehensive 50 question final exam. And then part 2 is just some other questions that I want to assess you on. It is not timed. Obviously, this one has a time limit of 75 minutes. The first part 1, part 2 does not have a time limit, and you can just, use resources and all those things that you need in that area. And then again, I've mentioned this once, but the optional honors project, if you are a part of the honors program or want to be a part of the honors program, we're happy to have you, and you can earn honors credit for this class. The information for that is here, what the project is, the submission area, and just more information about GC Rhino Scholars if you're interested in the honors program. So that's all the content area. You will also see that there are announcements will be posted. That is where I put extra learning information, due dates, just anything that I think that you need or I would like for you to read, I'm going to post there. The discussion, we only have one discussion in this course, and that's the introduction, and you do that in the course orientation, so I won't spend much time there. The grade book, I just want to kind of show you. This is just a preview user of me. Your grade book is there, all assignments, except for right now, I don't see the final exam, and because, it's on the next page. There we go. All of that information, your grade book is here. So anything that we have in the course, you'll see that. You will see the due dates associated with it here. You will also see that when there are results, when you get down, I will provide feedback. So there's usually a little tab for you to see comments on things that I will respond to in your assignment. There's also the preferred method to contact me is through Blackboard Messages, and that's this area here. If you want to send a message, you click New Message, and then you can send to me. This one would be me. Or if you want to send something to your classmates, type it down here and then hit send. I always tell students I like Blackboard Messages the best because sometimes when students have emailed me, it's went to spam and I didn't know they emailed me and they thought I was ignoring them. But if you go through messages, I will 100% get it. However, if you're having trouble getting into Blackboard or you're having trouble with Blackboard Messages, you can email me. The general rule that I always tell students is if you don't hear from me in a few hours throughout the week, then send it again because I'm very quick at responding within 4 or 5 hours. Except the weekends, I'm a little slower, even though I do respond then. I'd maybe not respond as much. And so that's kind of what that looks like with regards to the course. So everything that you need is here in the content area. Again, due dates are listed. If you have any questions or need any help or anything from me, please know I'm here to help and support you. I'm looking forward to a great semester, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Talk to you soon.